Here we go, pre-bans getting locked in right here in our very first match with ZERA and TRUEWHALE.
The big question is, Stoic, will we see TRUEWHALE picking very similarly to Diligent today? He has the same monsters, he likes to use a similar comp, or did he prepare something different for ZERA, right? Is he comfortable against those units and is just going to have his playstyle? We can see that ZERA did his homework and pre-bans the Wedge Jet.
Yeah, very, very clean pre-ban there. We almost knew that Wedge Jet. It's the Wedge Jet, the lore. It might even go back and forth, these two units, pre-banning them back and forth here. But I do like that TRUEWHALE opted to get rid of that 33 speed lead, getting rid of that Vanessa. Cigar being drafted by ZERA. Those are two combo units, Vanessa, Cigar. We see that very, very often, even on the ladder as well. So great pre-ban coming out of TRUEWHALE. Cigar's going to be the first pick here. TRUEWHALE looking to lock in 2 units, his first picks here.
Yeah, the Water Ryu already expected. The thing, too, is we know that the Laura is going to hit the field, but will TRUEWHALE try to get the Chunk Punk to replace the Cigar because he likes to have some source of increased cool time right there.
That was cute. I don't know if you saw that. We saw a Water Ryu. Now we're going to see him more. So very interesting. And now I can't help but think like one's Swift, one's a spare. I don't know. It's going to be something like that, but he opted to go with the more over the Water Ryu.
To be honest, I'm pretty sure the Water Ryu was Swift in the America's Cup, but I don't know if it changed from there. Maybe he's like playing mind games with people.
That's some serious mind games, to be honest with you. We've got Chandra, we've got Tian Lang getting dropped by ZERA, we've got a Chung Pong and a Sekhmet being drafted by TRUEWHALE. TRUEWHALE still looking for that turn 1 with 2 very, very fast units. Laura, Sekhmet. Let's see what ZERA is going to do to respond to the speed that TRUEWHALE has dropped on the field.
Yeah, we talked about that, and I love the Camilla coming out. Very strong in the meta. The Vanessa's not there by her side, but the Juno is there, and it's also a strong unit against this. Will we see a secondary speed lead right here, or does he bring some type of sustain?
I don't think TRUEWHALE's in a position where he needs to draft that secondary speed lead. ZERA has backed off. He's got Tian Lang, Camilla, Juno. He doesn't care about the secondary speed lead, so he's not going to be bringing in there. Masha, high volatility. You know that Juno's going to be let through because he's going to try and pump it with that Masha right there.
Does that tell you this is a Camilla ban? He doesn't want to deal with that monster. It's very difficult, or he can also remove the high volatility unit that is the Tian Lang because there's a lot of attack bar gain.
Yeah, I believe that is going to be a Camilla ban. I think that's too high volatility, like you said there. It's going to be very, very tough for TRUEWHALE to get rid of. So if there wasn't a Camilla in there, I think it goes to TRUEWHALE's comp here, and he has the ability to take units out and not have to worry about anything. Camilla stops that.
Yeah, that was kind of like a very telling sign once he picked the Masha, and the Sekhmet is taken out on the other side, so the fastest unit is not on the field. ZERA wants to take turn 1, but this is a very fast Moor.
And that is a very fast Moor. Probably Swift with that Laura going right up next to it as well. Keep in mind, there is no immunity on the side of ZERA right now.
This is going to be a lot of damage. Those artifacts hit very hard. Look at that HP she gets, a proc.
It's built on Violent. That is a very, very fast Laura. And no stuns, but only a slow is going to be landing on top of that Tian Lang. We have Serious Matter that's going to hit the field right here, looking to push back any attack bar. Anybody going to be resisting? So much additional damage. He can drop absolutely anything. Could be the Juno, could be the Tian Lang. Let's see what he goes for. Does go for the Juno, drops that unit here. He's primed and ready to throw an attack break. It's just going to bring more damage to the field. Look at that. Laura is going to be going next.
He gets all of the attack bar, Stoic. It's so strong. With the Masha right now, he can even try to remove this monster off the field. And to finish the job, the Chong Pong. Very dominating game number 1 from TRUEWHALE.
That is the most dominant that we've seen it yet, so this is a great third skill he can get. Keep in mind, this is Glance, though. Does not get the strip reset on top of that Masha. He needed absolutely anything to keep himself into the game, but it's just too far off right now. TRUEWHALE just too healthy, and he's just lost too many units so quickly. The sleep, everything else is just insults at this point. Oh my god.
Look at the damage from this Laura. Now the more. Boom, boom, boom. 3.9k per hit on top of that death break. TRUEWHALE taking game number 1.
And what a statement that game number 1 was. TRUEWHALE with a dominant performance. His entire team took at least 2 turns before ZERA got his first move there, Seppi.
Oh my god. What a very well-tuned comp. And the most impressive thing is what Stoic said. This is not a Swift Laura. It's a Vile Laura playing so closely to a Swift Moor.
Well, it justifies putting the crazy rune quality on that unit because Laura is that good. It did receive that nerf, and it's less consistent when it comes to trying to get the strips onto the field here. But in the position where Water Ryu got all the strips anyways, so it doesn't matter too much. You just get a ton of additional damage coming out of that Laura, and it was absolutely insane. Now, let's just keep in mind, That was a lot of turns that TRUEWHALE got to take, and there wasn't a Wedget that is now on the field.
That's a really good point.
That is what is going to happen. If a Wedget was on the field, you take even more turns.
Those were natural
scarier.
turns with the occasional proc in there. Adding a Wedget into the mix just makes it way scarier. So ZERA's really got his work cut out for him in this next pick ban phase. I don't envy him going into round number 2. ZERA versus TRUEWHALE in match 3.
And we've been seeing something very interesting, Stoic. Both Diligent and TRUEWHALE have been spicing a Masha into this turn 1 comp to have some damage and guarantee they remove someone from the field. What do you think of that?
A lot of the time you're seeing this Masha hit the field. It happens to be when that Juno's on the field. When Juno's on the field, it's just like, what is that go-to unit that's going to be removing that unit from the field? It's Masha in response to the Juno. It's been happening a lot. It happens in the previous regions as well. Chunk, is that really going to be the first pick from TRUEWHALE?
I think it's an important unit. If he steals right now the Cigar, that's going to be interesting. We know that the Wedget will be available. We know he's comfortable. Oh, when a Heigang hits the field, now the Tianlang on TRUEWHALE's side becomes even more interesting.
Yep, it really does. I mean, I am expecting to see a Tianlang hit the field here for TRUEWHALE. No surprise seeing that Water Ryu, or the more he likes the War, and the Tianlang going to be hitting the field.
Specifically
I think
more this time.
That's a great take right now here. But keep in mind, so now that we have that Connell, we have that Heigang, he can go flip it, go turn 2. We're going to see some Bruiser units. The Camilla might come back to the field here. So that HP lead that Fire and Bison does bring to the table makes your team extra thick.
Yeah, the Camilla would be a great pick right here. Another turn 1 unit that kind of threatens that speed, but the thing is, the Etna was taken away. So TRUEWHALE did his homework. He doesn't want to give too many options, but wait, we got a surprise. Changing everything and bringing a Shizuka and another turn 2 unit.
Yeah, Fire Puppeteer hitting the field here. Shizuka can be highly volatile, but keep in mind, TRUEWHALE is kind of ready for seeing a Shizuka out here. We've got that Chung Pung, we have that Water Ryu, and he can drop in 2 more units. The Juno definitely states that he's letting that Shizuka through. That's a unit that he's going to be dealing with, and that's going to be a unit that if he doesn't let the Juno through, he's going to be resetting that unit anyway. So he's not too worried about the Shizuka. We know it's coming through.
Yeah, we know he needed a double reset. He's still thinking about it.
Look at him.
Yeah.
I always look at, every time that happens there, I go right to the cameras. Like, what's happening to TRUEWHALE? Does he look mad at that? Potentially. I don't know. I thought I saw a little bit of a head shake there. I think he preferred to see that wind.
The Cigar?
The Cigar, because I agree with that. I think the Cigar is a better pick than that segment.
Yeah, and Zanizek comes out. The Dark Puppeteer is the one that has the very strong passive and gets immunity against attack bar decreasing effects.
Yeah, definitely a troublesome unit there, but we'll see what happens here. Because look at this. We're all turn 2 right now. We're dropping a Fire Monkey King in there. The Fire Monkey King is going to be a problem, I think.
I really like the Fire Monkey King.
The Fire Monkey King's not a problem anymore, so he's going to be banning that thing out there. Segment does get the ban, so even if that was a Cigar, even if that was a Segment, I think it doesn't matter too much. It was going to get the ban out there, so you know what? TRUEWHALE sitting probably a little bit more comfortable knowing that's what happened.
Yeah, it's a very good last pick. TRUEWHALE doesn't want to go against it. Here we go. Can the Moore not get cut? But this Heigang reduces and doesn't, because it gives attack bar to his dear friend Tianlang that can now get a triple stun.
Yeah, you can't go for the stun. You can't go for the defense break as well. Looks like he's going to go directly
Safe.
after Heigang. Going to use that 3rd skill instead of that 2nd skill. Serious Matter's going to come out here. Much resist, obviously, with the attack bar. That's not going to be happening because of the passive here of the Fire Dark Puppeteer. I'm not even going to give a shot at that name.
And now the bomb goes on top of the monster that puts AoE Death Break and Glancing. He doesn't want to deal with that. The Juno getting some damage on the Carno. Now he needs Glancing and stuns, but stuns the one unit he doesn't want to stun.
Yeah, gets the Glancing and the stun on top of the Juno. Juno does not care about that. I think we're going to see more Despair stuns. He's going to go right into this Fire and Bison, and I think that's exactly what this Tianlang's going to be doing as well. So big skill, too. Gets a nice little stun right there, too.
He needs a big proc with a Shizuka. This can change the match right now, putting bombs on the whole team, but doesn't get it. He continues to reduce the Juno. Now he can risk it or not, because if he stuns her, he can give her a speed buff. He doesn't risk it, goes for the Tianlang, and now he has the opening of the game. If he doesn't kill this M. Bison, that's too much damage.
I almost think he has to go with the skill, too. I think that would have been really nice potential. Get that kill. Any Despair stun's not going to happen out there. Now we get everything under the sun's going to be landing on the other side of the field. I'm sure Juno doesn't care too much about that, though.
Yeah, he needs a lot of damage, and he's lacking some of it. You know, the Heigang doesn't contribute a lot. The only unit that dealt a lot of damage is gone. He does have some bombs and can see if he can bring a couple units down with it.
Ooh, nice little resist there. He's going to be using that second skill to bring back Fire and Bison. Fire and Bison primed to red with the third skill. I think he has to use these skills right here. Going to try and get a full team stun here on top of TRUEWHALE. TRUEWHALE, the only unit gets stunned up again is going to be that Juno. Juno's going to be healing up the team.
Yeah, that hurts so much because the
Wow.
damage that the bomb dealt is now recovered.
Is the passive up on that water Ryu, oh, that more as well. We'll find out here when that bomb does go off here. A little bit of poke damage coming towards that Tian Lang. Tian Lang's going to be ready to get rid of this unit here. I think he's going to be going after, oh, he goes after this Dark Puppeteer instead of the hit gang.
Yeah, good stun on it, but the problem is how do you get rid of this Juno later on? Even with water units, the Juno hits too hard. The skill 1, the additional damage, the Chunk Punk finally gets his skill, and now there's still 2 turns for skill 3 from the Shizuka.
Yeah, but that's a ton of damage right there. We've got a second skill happening right there, and that drops it. TRUEWHALE taking round number 2.
And what a comfortable round 2 it was, guys. TRUEWHALE looking absolutely confident up there. He is ready to move forward. Are we going to see another 3-0 in a match 3 at the finals?
Yeah.
That's unheard of. We
Yeah.
might get 3 3-0s in a row.
I want to compliment ZERA, though, for being creative and bringing a couple of different units.
Zenisek was a cool
Yeah.
choice. It was really nice. You know, you got to wait for him to get the turn so that way he can remove the inability effects from the team, but I thought it was a nice little piece of tech against what could have been a lot of AoE stun potential.
Yeah.
So that was really cute.
Yeah, exactly. I really did like the bombs out there. I thought we were getting a little bit of value out there, but I think this is one of those situations where I would love, like if you're going to do that, I would love to see the Shizuka come out, extra bomb damage, extra attack power,
Extra attack,
really
exactly.
capitalize on that. But keep in mind, there was some of those negative effects go out there. I thought the Juno was in a perfect situation where it's like, yeah, he's going to be running with that strategy, but Juno didn't care one bit and ended up playing as a great unit for TRUEWHALE.
Seppi, wasn't that just heartbreaking when you saw the Juno heal up the team and all that bomb damage was just gone?
Yeah, it was gone, man. It was a great pick, and I think another important thing was the rune difference and the speed lead, right? We saw Amor attacking into a Heigang and not getting cut. The whole team stayed behind, so we saw the difference in those attack bars. That was super, super key. So maybe next time he can try to get that speed lead to play closer and not guarantee. Kind of going to help his team a little bit to cut in and disrupt the opponent.
Let's see if ZERA can disrupt TRUEWHALE in this third game. TRUEWHALE sitting at match point, ready to move forward to the semifinals. Let's get into it. Take it away, guys.
Oh, here we go, guys. Match number 3, ZERA versus TRUEWHALE. Pre-bans from last time, that Laura and the Ethna, our pre-ban, they are now available to go in here. New pre-bans getting locked in right here. It is going to be the Wojet. We knew this unit was going to get the pre-ban. And again, that Vanessa hitting the field for that combination, Vanessa Cigar. Let's see if that is going to be the first pick that ZERA does choose to lock in that Cigar.
Very good point, Stoic. Now, will he try to steal the Water Ryu? You know, the Moore has been so strong for TRUEWHALE.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He doesn't steal it. He goes for the Cigar. I think it's okay. Sometimes when you haven't used the unit a lot, you don't want to change your whole comp for it. But it would have been very nice to take that comfort pick away from TRUEWHALE.
Yeah, I mean, look at what TRUEWHALE's doing right now. I really do like the more over the water Ryu, might I add, and the Tian Lang. I think the Tian Lang is too perfect that he does drop that in there, takes that away from ZERA, not letting him have that unit here. And I mean, I'm very, very curious. I think this is where ZERA brings something that we haven't seen today. This is where we need to change things. This is in a 3-0 situation here. I think this is where you put a foot down here and you really bring something that TRUEWHALE's not prepared for.
Very good point. Oh,
yeah,
and you asked for the max.
This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. 24 speed lead, max a million, high volatility. I like this unit a whole lot.
Flashing the Zenisek.
Oh, yeah. He's got one of those things, too. He probably has even more with that. But I do like the Gianna. I think this is a great unit to be dropping into the field. Keep in mind that we've seen the Nemesis Gianna. This has been a very popular thing where Gianna has fallen down that tier list where it's not one of those top tier units, so it's not holding those like crazy violent sets, those crazy swift sets. People have been putting this unit on a double Nem. It's crazy when something falls out of the meta where it goes, you're double Nem now.
You know what I would love? A Heigang right now, so it's not a last pick Heigang by TRUEWHALE, forcing keeping this segment with the outspeed. So a Heigang, and then, yes,
There it is.
he does it, and a speed lead. This is a very strong draft with ZERA. Now he has damage. Now he has double speed lead. Now he guarantees that he has some disruption in here. The Juno is still a huge issue, but he has to choose right now. Do I ban the speed lead or do I ban the Juno?
I think he has to ban out that Juno. He does ban out the Juno, Maximilian the speed lead, but of course we still have a Jamire speed lead coming to the table. So 24 speed leads for both players here. Does TRUEWHALE outspeed? Because more than likely we were expecting to see the second take turn 1. Keep in mind, a potential Nemesis Gianna.
She looks slower. The question right now is, does he reset the Cigar or the Gianna? Goes for the Gianna and hits it. And it looks like it's Nemesis because she gained attack bar.
Yep, it is a Nemesis Gianna. So let's see what happens with the skill 2 here. Opts to go with the skill 1. So much damage coming at this Gianna. Is it going to be enough attack bar that he's going to be gaining? It doesn't even matter. It's so crazy.
Oh, gets the glancing right here, very important, but still reduces a lot of attack bar. Right now he has the 1 opening, but the segment goes ahead of the Jameer. This is actually really good for him because he can cleanse it, even if it's thrown.
Yeah, it has to go with the Curse of Beautiful. He's got to do it anyways. Obviously, the third skill is going to be popping out here, but he has to try and get more of that additional damage. Opt to go with the second skill anyways, but I feel like he had to go with the cleanse there because we've got a big skill 2. Cigar is the unit that would be going next here, but it's going to get a ton of damage from this Tian Lang. Opt to go with just a skill 1.
He gets a little bit greedy. I do like the choice. He is 1 unit down and resisted. Hurt so much because now he can do it again. The one question is, can he finally hit it?
It's like Cigar as a segment, kind of with the Jameer here. We're going for number 2 here. Does he get?
Oh my God! Resisted again.
That's,
hit the death break, please.
That's rough, man. Yeah, give him something. Yeah, he got the death break. Yeah, boy, we got some. Oh no. I mean, no, that's great. We got the despair stunts happening here, getting a little bit of grace coming back to you. We got third skill primed and ready. Chooses to go after the Jameer.
Can the Jameer crit and kill? Almost. Lots of damage.
Yeah, I do think he can take out that Chung Pung. He's got to stay focused on one of these units here because we are in a position where you've got to take units out.
Yeah, he keeps going for the Panda. Very well played. Now he can remove the Chung and then go for another unit. The Jameer is going to be super important. So any procs coming from him are going to be huge, or a proc from the Cigar right now to get skill 3.
Oh, he's trying to keep himself in this match here. Looking really good for ZERA right now. Really holding on here. And the despair stuns are going to be welcome if he can go after the segment and stop this unit here. Not going to happen. No, but we're going to get a little bit more attack break. I think he should spread the wealth here. We got the attack break sitting on top of the Jameer, but it looks like TRUEWHALE wants to remove the Jameer from the field.
The Jameer with the big proc, and now we'll have skill 3. Can he provoke this segment to guarantee that the Jameer gets the skills back to his whole team? No, he guarantees the kill, but now this is a big problem. There's an opening for the segment. She can even go skill 3 or skill 2. She does it.
Oh,
no stuns on the other side. The cleanse.
Here. He has to cleanse himself here. This is really nice with third skill available. Looking for the reset on top of the Tian Lang. Gets a provoke on top of the Tian Lang as well. We have a reset is available. I think he can take out a unit. That might be the option here to go for that. I think he has to, if he's going to take something out, I would have said to Jameer, but it looks like he needed to take a unit.
He needs a stun. And
gets
the proc.
Glancing. Tian Lang. We do have glancing out here, but it is going to be enough there. Gets that defense break. Drops the Jameer. ZERA was really trying to hold on right there. Curse of Beautiful does land. No skill is going to be available. Beautiful despair stun is going to be happening. Segment trying to get the attack break on top of this Hagging. A little bit of damage. We just need lots of despair stuns, lots of attack break. This is really, really tough right there. Nothing you can do about it. TRUEWHALE taking down ZERA in round 3 for a third 3-0.